Yeah, but this has changed today. No, but today's different. I mean, today was just a moment of, you know, the umpire thought I was still playing the point, which obviously I wasn't. I was walking to the mark, so it's a little bit different. But in terms of my tweets, yeah, I'm very strong about challenges on the court. There's so many calls in tournaments. You know, it feels like almost every match you have controversial calls, and I think for those moments you need Hawkeye, because it's impossible to have the human eye, you know, predict if it's in or out. Sometimes it's millimeters, you know, it's so close. So I'm really trying to push for Hawkeye, and you know, I'm not saying the ref is right, the ref is wrong. I'm just saying, you know,
to have them.
To have the Hawkeye, just you know, because the human eye can make a mistake. You know, we can make a mistake, the rest can make a mistake. It's normal, but just to have some kind of justice and feel like, you know, you didn't get hooked, or so you don't feel cheated.
Did you have some reaction after your tweets?
Yeah, I think I've had a lot of positive reactions. You know, a couple players were tweeting me back. I know Rublev tweeted me back. There's someone else, I can't remember, a couple players, but yeah, I mean, the reaction has been positive overall, and you know, I think it's something that should be done in today's technology, in today's game. You know, it's a game of millimeters, you know, so it's very important to have systems like this.
Also mentally, this win is good for you, because like with this incident you kind of got off the game for a little bit, then you came back strongly, so it's good for mentally, like, to get that win.
For sure, it's a great comeback. I don't know how much it affected me mentally with the you know, the incident or the situation. I think Hugo is the better player for you know, a set and a half of the match, to be honest. He was dictating the points. He was playing a lot better, but like I said, when things kind of clicked for me, when I started feeling the ball really well, I felt like I was able to kind of you know, take a step forward and take the match.
Why are you switching to the one-hander?
I mean, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't officially switched, but it seems like you've been getting more used to it.
Yeah, it's something that I've been doing for, you know, since I was 10.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I probably should have switched. It's definitely a more natural stroke than my two-hander, but it's something I didn't do when I was younger, and now I utilize it when it's necessary. But it's something that I feel comfortable using, and you know, I just use it when I need to, and use the two-hander when I need to, and you know, for me, it's just kind of a growth part of my game.
So you're saying you use both?
Yeah.
More naturally?
Yeah. You know, I think, you know, the one-hander is definitely a more natural stroke, but it's, you know, it's something that, you know, I just use to my advantage, and, you know, when it's necessary, I need to use it.
Would you say you would recommend it to other people, or would you just say...
I mean, everybody's different.
Everybody's
different. You know, you're not going to tell these guys, you know, you're not going to tell Stan and Gasquet and these guys to go to two-handed backhands, and you're not going to tell Novak to one-handed backhand. So
exactly.
I think whatever, you know, whatever comes more natural, and you kind of live with those, and you work with that.
And I want to go back a little bit to when you first decided to play college tennis. USC has always been a big part of your life, one of the best college careers someone can have. Did you ever expect having that kind of career when you first entered into college?
No. You know, when I went to school, you know, I was always going to go to college. USC is at the top of my list, and you know, you expect to do well. You don't go in there, but you don't have those kinds of expectations. You know, when we won it my freshman year out of the blue, you know, it was incredible. And you know, my sophomore year we were the favorites, I felt like, and you know, and then you know, just kind of kept going and going. But you know, you don't. I never really thought about it while I was in the middle of it, but even coming back my senior year, there was a lot to lose and a lot to gain, you know, kind of thing. But for me, it was, you know, I never saw a downside in going back, you know, regardless of what that year would have looked like. And, you know, I can look back now and say it's an easy decision because of what happened, and, you know, everything individually, but more importantly, you know, as a team, we got the job done, and, you know, that's something I'll never forget and look back with, you know, very fond memories.
Did you ever think it was the right decision instead of playing pro tennis immediately?
There's never a doubt in my mind that I was going to go to school. If I would have turned pro at 18, there's no way I'd be a pro now. So, you know, I needed to grow up, mature, physically, emotionally, mentally, all of the above to be an adult to handle, you know, this life and the way, you know, it works. And, you know, without school, there's, you know, I don't know where I'd be today, but I wouldn't be here.
Would you recommend it to kids instead of trying to go pro?
It just depends. Everybody's on a case-by-case basis.
Okay.
I would definitely say if you're not sure, it's the best path because it gives you clarity on what you find important in life. But you know, there's certain cases where you just don't.
You don't.
There's no need to. You know, if you're, you know, you look at some of these young guys. If you're Felix, if you're, you know, Shapovalov is here, you're Zverev, the Kyrgios is. You know, there's no need to go to school because you
have
top
that time.
30 when you're 18. You know, it's a no-brainer. But if you're, you know, 300, 400, 500 in the world, you know, kind of looking for your path, you know, I think it's not the worst play in the world to go somewhere to get your education paid for, to grow up and have these facilities and resources, you know, at your fingertips.
Do you have any regrets that you had on tour or in college?
Nope, no. You know, that's something that I definitely want to look back and think I have no regrets, you know, from the way I've trained, from the way I've, you know, put in the work both on and off the court. You know, it was a big reason why I went back to school my senior year, is to not have any regrets, because I just wanted to see it out regardless of the outcome. I knew if I would have left after my junior year, there would have been a definite regret to not seeing it through and trying to become, you know, one of the special college teams. And so for me, it's all I really want in life, is to look back and not have any regrets. So that's kind of how I look at each day.
And probably my last question to you is, the path that American tennis has been going has been a very strong one recently. Where do you think we'll see an American win a Grand Slam anytime soon, or do you think we'll need a bit more time?
No, I think it's possible, but you know, it's one of those things where there's a few guys that just happen to be, you know, snatching them all up.
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
than everybody. So, you know, and I think in, you know, 30 years you're going to be asking, you know, the Swiss Tennis Federation, you know, where's your Grand Slam champions?
Yeah.
You know, it comes in cycles, and you just happen to have guys that are just better than everybody else, and that makes life difficult for those who are competing in this era. But you know, it's tough, and it's a blessing, because, you know, I'll definitely look back and know that in my mind I competed at maybe the strongest era period of men's tennis, at least in my lifetime. So you know, I don't know. I don't know that answer, and, you know, hopefully it's next week. You know, so you know, it's, you know, none of us have ever gone to a tournament not expecting to win. So if you don't have that attitude, you're not going to win.